Morning, YouTube. It's your neighborhood Timgineer. It's not so friendly in the morning. So let's learn how to make some coffee, because I haven't had any. Alright, so the supplies you're going to need is an espresso machine. You're going to need, you don't need this, but the thermos really helps. You're going to need a thermometer. That is important. God, I love my cameraman. You're going to need one of these, but it comes with the machine. Mine is actually missing a piece, but we're going to make do with what we've got. You don't need this, but it helps out quite a bit. The kit actually comes with its own stamper. You're going to need coffee. Now, I recommend if you're going for a Starbucks styled coffee that you get the Starbucks brand espresso. It's not too expensive, and if you buy it unground, then it's going to taste even better once you grind it. So, beans. If you are going to grind it, you're going to need a bean grinder, but I've already pre-ground these beans. And then the kit also comes with this. It comes in 2 pieces. That's important. And this. Now this is actually going to keep the pressure inside here at a nominal level, which also means that it's going to keep the heat at a nominal level. So we're going to start by filling up our thing. So, we're going to go up to the 4 mark. We're only going to do the 2 mark, or 2 cups of espresso. This is actually measured by shots, so this would be shot 1, shot 2, shot 3, shot 4. And we're going to pour it in the top here. Now, if you're one of those people that likes flavored espresso, then you're going to need some of these. Cameraman. Now we're going to go with the caramel because that is the most popular of them. You're going to twist this down until it's nice and tight. That's important. If you don't have it tight, either steam will escape, or you could have this lid pop off and cause a huge mess. So lid tight. Alright, now for this. In here, I don't know if you can see this, there's a 2 marking right there and then a 4 marking. Now because this all came as a kit, these 2 and 4 reference the same 2 and 4 on here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill to the 2 mark, because we're only going to do a double shot, because I'm not crazy. The best way to do this is to actually pour it in over the top of this so that you actually have the ability to catch some of the extra grounds. And when you fill it up before you tamp it, it should be right about almost to the 3, even though it doesn't have a 3 marking. And that's because when we tamp it down, it's going to get down to 2. So to tamp it down, I always start off with the plastic piece. It really just kind of gets it nice and ready for the metal tamper. If you're not going to buy the metal tamper though, you'll be fine with just tamping it down nice and loose with the plastic one. They actually recommend that you don't make a solid puck. I'm going to recommend that you do make a solid puck. It just makes a better coffee. It makes it so that the water actually has to spend a little extra time in the grounds before it gets to the cup. So you're just going to press that down nice and tight and then twist to release and then pull up, and you can see that is a nice tight puck. Yeah, you got a little close there, camera guy. Come on. All right. So you're going to put this right in here, and it locks into place. Mine starts over on the right side and then works its way to this side. Not every espresso machine is going to be the same, but for the most part, this system is a very good system, so you should go with this one. And then you just put this underneath, and you're going to slide this over to the strength of the coffee. So what it's actually going to do is, before it starts dripping the water through the coffee, you're actually going to get a certain amount of heat, and that amount of heat is what's going to absorb the coffee as it goes through. So what you want is, if you're someone who wants a weaker coffee, you'll have it all the way over here. If you want it to be a little bit stronger, you can push it over. It's very simple. You want to close this. This is the wand, the steam wand control. We're going to want that later. And then you just flip it on. Now, while this is going, we're going to prepare the milk. Ready? Still going? Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to fill up the milk to just about here. I don't know if you can see that. Just above where the pitcher starts to become a pour. We're going to do that so that we don't have too much milk. We might still end up with a little extra. It's not that big of a deal. If you have a little extra and you have a kid, just pour it into a small cup and make a steamer. With the caramel, now normally you'd want some sort of pump. That way you can do 4 pumps, 3 pumps, and you can get it exact. I'm gonna go just off of the eye, the human eye, because I've been doing this for a while. And you just want to make a small little layer of caramel. Now, they don't usually, at Starbucks and Borders, they don't usually put it in the milk before they steam it. The reason why I do that is because then it really brings out the caramel flavor as you're steaming it. It will take a bit for the coffee to drip through. So we fast forwarded a bit just to when the coffee is starting to come out. You're going to want to keep a very close eye on this. The second it hits just about the 2 mark, that's when you're going to want to stop it. And to stop it, you're not going to flick this switch here. That's not going to do anything. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move this from coffee to wand. And it's not going to be that hard. So we'll just let that happen real quick. And we're good. So, we've already got our milk in here. We've already got our caramel in here. The one thing that you're going to be looking for is right here on the thermometer. There's 2 temperatures, 140 and 160, that are red. Not all thermometers will come with that. But this thing is actually kind of neat because it says milk, froth, and then scald. If you go over 160, you will be scalding your coffee. Don't do it. Now, to make the milk just be steamed, you're going to stick the whole wand all the way inside the milk. If you want a cappuccino, you're going to go less milk, and you're going to let the wand just rest right on top of the milk so that you start to get that frothing motion. So we're going to go ahead and start steaming this milk here. Now, a good latte does have a little bit of froth on top, but I don't really focus on that because it doesn't add any flavor. if you're going to put it inside of a cup instead of a travel mug, go ahead and make a little bit of froth. You can do that once it reaches 120. Just froth a little bit so that you can get the right temperature and the froth you need. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and froth. Now once it hits 140, you're going to want to turn it off. It's going to take a little bit to twist it all the way off, but that's okay. Like I said, you have that little bit where it can go all the way up to 160 before it's actually scalding. And now, you just grab out your favorite mug. So we're going to pour in the coffee. And then on top, we're going to pour in the milk and froth. And that is how you make a cafe-styled latte. Just about perfect. So, really quickly, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. And for those of you who don't know, there's a little bell. If you click on that bell, you can actually receive notifications when my videos come out instead of having to wait until the next day and reading my posts. Also, please share my videos. It helps me out greatly. It helps out the entire community. Let's build this community. Let's make it awesome. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.